I wanted to take a minute and tell you a little bit about myself. I didn't do this at the beginning of the class because I know how the semester can be a bit overwhelming. I have been involved in real estate for most of my professional life, and actually even before that, when I was in high school, my father, who was in commercial real estate, used to have me sitting in his projects leasing space. So I guess I'm at about 40 years in real estate. In that time, I've done everything from sell residential real estate to work as the real estate manager for the largest fresh flower grower in the country. Working with Kitayama Brothers, I managed the real estate for a wholesale chain, Greenleaf Wholesale. They had 16 stores across the country, office warehouse type of establishments, and I did all of the management associated, whether it be negotiating new leases or build-outs for new properties, whatever. That was an exciting and enjoyable time. As an independent, I've had a number of major projects that vary. My work in real estate, I tend to follow the market, and for those of you who want to get involved, looking at things like what the economy is doing, whether the marketplace is going up or going down, those are all significant elements. For example, I'm sure many of you are aware that the real estate market for residential homes in Denver has just shot up over the last number of years. If you've been one of the lucky few to own a home, you've benefited from that. If you are one trying to buy a home, it has probably hurt you because many of the sales are going to cash buyers at really high prices. So looking to the economy and the market are significant. That being said, I had a major project called Farm Management Services in the early 90s that we purchased, a partner and I, with two of us were farm management. We purchased large foreclosed farms from the insurance companies, subdivided them and managed them as a managed investment in farm properties. The beauty of that particular project is it was on the heels of the 1987 crash, the stock market crash, where real estate limited partnerships as well as stocks seemed much riskier than they had. Really, to a large extent, kind of what we were looking at in the marketplace for residential homes in 2008. So what we were able to do in the early 90s was offer investors a deeded property in farmland while we managed the properties as farms and returned the investment. Some of the things that we were able to do is because we bought in such large scale sizes, we bought 1,000 acres, and we might sell them in 50 or 100 acre tracts. And so the buyer made money instantly upon purchase, because many of you might know the larger the property tends to be a lower price per acre than smaller, right? If I buy 100 acres, I'm probably paying slightly less per acre than if I were buying 1 acre. Well, that advantage to a large extent fell to our investors, and it turned out to be a wonderful investment for all those involved. That actually, I was young at the time, actually just out of college, and I went to University of Colorado, Denver, so on our campus there with Metro State. And that prompted me to end up buying property or farmland for my own account and basically doing the same thing, subdividing a large tract into smaller tracts, and I actually built homes, the various residential homes on the property. Residential construction for custom homes is one of my favorite things to do. As we got into the market of about 2008, 2009, with the large foreclosures, I ended up getting into residential flips, if you will. Although I keep many of them, the better of the houses I keep and work as a landlord. And so I have been involved across quite a large spectrum of real estate. Oftentimes, whether we were looking at Kitayama Brothers or Greenleaf, the real estate was necessary as part of an ongoing business operation. If you're in farming or ranching, your real estate is necessary for the business. Or in doing flips, the real estate is in fact the game. So there are many different ways to get involved in real estate. Often the signs of the time indicate or dictate to us which element we're going to be involved in. So that's kind of a little bit about me. In addition to working in real estate, I've been a licensed broker for most of that time. I also worked as a financial planner and stockbroker for Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. So my background in investments is actually fairly broad. So I hope I bring value to the class. I designed this class that you're all working on. Please ask questions in the discussion board. That's the place where we can engage more. I'm also very available by phone or by email, and I look forward to providing a good resource to all of you. Thank you so much.